Good day, everybody. This is Christian. Today is February the 9th, 2015, and we're going to be talking today about a dream that I had. But before I go into that, I want to talk about dreams a little bit. Sometimes the dreams that you have are not just you ate a bad slice of pizza. It's something God gave you. And if you've ever had one of those dreams, sometimes they can be very frustrating. I know for me, when I first started having dreams, I took them all literal. They had, they didn't have a literal interpretation. I didn't get it because I didn't realize that sometimes they're not literal. And in fact, it's our job to seek out the meaning of these things. Scripture talks about, and I mentioned before, it is the glory of God to conceal a thing and the honor of kings to search it out. So this is one of those things you're supposed to do, is be searching them out. And if you don't know the interpretation, sometimes you will. Right off the bat, you'll understand what he's talking about, what he's trying to show you. Other times, you won't understand any of it, or you'll understand a part of it, something like that. It's best to write down these dreams. That if you think this might be important, write it down, all the details you remember from the dream, and then pray about it. And either over time, God will reveal it to you, or someone else will come along and they'll have the ability to explain or expound that dream to you. So it's important to take note. And that's why I'm going to be talking today about a dream that I had this last night. Very odd dream. Before I get into it, let me tell you that my dad was deported when I was 2. So I've never had a relationship with him. I've never seen him since then. Okay. So in this dream, I'm in a hospital. And in this hospital, I'm speaking with my wife, who is either a doctor or a nurse, but she's in charge. And I'm speaking to her. And I'm talking to her about someone I have brought in. I have brought in my dad, and he's on a gurney in the hallway. And I know that in the dream, I know that he has been gone and he has returned, and he's, apologetic about not being in my life and all of this stuff and whatever. The scene changes. The next part, I'm in like a retail store, and there's an individual who's kind of been watching me from a distance, and they step up at that point. And it's like they're pleased with my behavior or something like that. And this individual is African American, male, a little bit shorter than I am, and he's maybe in his early to mid 50s. He has short hair, and he walks up to me and he informs me that he is a representative of another individual, and this other individual is my father, according to him. And so now I have 2 individuals claiming to be my father, right? And I'm like, okay. And then he takes a ring off his finger and hands it to me. And it's a brown metal. I'm not sure if it's oxidized copper or bronze or brass, but it's this brown looking metal. And he hands this ring to me, and I immediately go through the process of, no, I can't accept that kind of thing. And he again tries to give it to me, and I'm like, no. And he starts to take it back, and I realize he's calling my bluff here. I actually want this thing, so I take it, and he says, turn it over. And so I turn it over, and underneath it is inscribed like a map. And on this map are points, and every point has a title out beside it, and it's the name of a town. Every point is a town on this map. And every single one of them is a place that I have lived in my lifetime. So they've been like watching me grow up and go through these different points in my life. Again, I have no idea what all that means. I do recall that when I looked at the map and the little details, that I could see there was a place in California. I couldn't quite make out the name of the town, but I could see that there was a place in California, and there was another place in Montana. So it was very interesting in just those elements. But I don't know what it means at this point in time. I'm just kind of recording it so that I have it for future reference if it comes back up later.